All right, we're back with Chris Brecht. How you doing, Chris?
Hey.
You know, it's been a long time since I've seen you.
It's been a long summer.
It's been a long summer. I've been seeing that you've been doing some promotions for the Whiteout.
Yeah.
Annual Whiteout. How many years has this been?
This is the 6th year.
I can't believe
Whiteout.
that.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Cranking along. So
Yeah. And it's good. Next Friday?
Next Friday, the 11th.
At the Spark.
At the Spark. So it's coming up here. It'll be our 4th year for the tailgate party as well. So and I was trying to do the math here. With 6 years, we're probably almost 3,300 Whiteout shirts.
Is that
We've
right?
done, because this year we did, I want to say, almost 800 shirts, and I think once I get some, we're doing a lot of pre-orders this year, and I'll talk about that here in a minute with some of the businesses that have jumped on board. But I've already run out of a couple sizes,
Okay.
so I've got to do a couple more another shirt run Monday or Tuesday on some of the youth sizes, because I know I'm going to need them for the schools next week.
Right.
So, last year we did right around 700, and this year it looks like we're going to be around 800. We started about 450 the first year, and it's just,
Wow.
the response from the community has been phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And more businesses have gotten involved, more and more, groups have gotten involved. We have people calling us now to give donations to the carnival. And so we're excited. And this year, I was a little late getting the word out, and I was a little worried, and didn't get a hold of you. Usually, I'm out here for the season opener,
Sure.
and we start talking about it, and I was.
I kept telling Michelle, I go, I don't know where Chris is. I haven't seen him about the Whiteout store. And the other day, he got a hold of me and said, "Can I get it?" I says, "Absolutely."
Yeah.
I've been waiting, and you'll be back on Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah, we'll come on one more time to remind everybody and give an update as to where we are in the shirts and what we have left. I know last year we sold out before the carnival even started with the shirts.
Tell us about the carnival.
Sure. Yeah, the carnival, when we started this thing 6 years ago, it was just the shirts. And the idea was we wanted this to grow and become more than just a fundraiser. I mean, the idea ultimately was to make it a reason for people to come to the game and to support the team, support the community, and for the kids to see all these people dressed in white and really just kind of, school and community pride, and just, have a really good showing at the game. Mm-hmm. And that's why we try not to do the first game of the year, because you're always going to have a good turnout for the first game. So we like doing the second game of the year because it's still good weather for the t-shirts, but give a reason for more people to come out.
Sure.
And so I always knew originally that we were going to grow beyond the shirts, and having some kind of tailgate party seemed to make sense. So we said, well, let's do a carnival. Let's do something for the kids, and let's make it a free event. Lakeshore Primary, Jim Kennedy over there said, well, we've got a lot of carnival games that the PTC owns from their spring flings. So you can use some of our cornhole toss and beanbag toss and things like that, and set up games for the kids, and then talk to different local businesses and the Rotary Club, and ask people to volunteer prizes, so that we'd have free prizes for the kids. And then I got CLYO involved to make sure that their kids were at the event as well, so we made sure we had a crowd there. And then the Rock Church, where my office is housed at, has that big inflatable slide.
Right.
And so they said, well, we'll bring our slide, because the kids love that, and it's a huge 30-foot tall slide, so you can see it when you're driving by, so it catches everyone's eye. And we said, well, let's have this before the game to get people there and make it free, so that there's no.
What time does that start?
We're going to start it this year at 4:30.
Okay.
Usually it was from 4 to 6:30, but with school getting out later now, and some of my stuff originally when we put it out there, because we started talking about this in June and July, said 4 o'clock, but we're actually going to start at 4:30, because some kids, I don't think my wife gets home till 4:15 after picking the kids up from school. So we're going to start it at 4:30. It's going to end at 6:30, because Kevin Jury's doing the 9/11 tribute.
That's right.
So I want to make sure. In fact, some of the kids I know, like the CLYO, is doing their announcement of the football and cheerleaders. Now they're doing it at halftime. But they're going to line up, they're going to start bringing their kids in at 6 o'clock to start getting them ready.
Okay.
Because they want to make sure they see the tribute. So we're going to shut the carnival down at 6:30. So they'll have 2 hours, 4:30 to 6:30, to enjoy that.
Does the tribute start then at 6, around 6?
I don't know exactly what time it starts.
Kickoff, I think, is
Kicks off at 7.
Right.
My guess is around between 6:30 and 6:40 is probably when the tribute starts,
Okay.
because it's not a huge, he's got some things that he's going to do, but I
Right.
think they need to get it in and out, because they still got to do the coin toss and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's going to go right up to the national anthem, which I think they usually do that around 1:45.
Okay.
So my guess is between 6:30 and 6:40 is when that's going to start.
Okay.
But we'll, usually between 6:15 and 6:20, most of the people start leaving the carnival, which means I can get it shut down and I can be in the stadium in
True.
time for kickoff.
Now, at the carnival, you're going to have the games and rides. Rides?
Not so much rides. It's mostly, we'll have the inflatable slide. We'll have little putt-putt set up. There'll be probably 20 to 25 different games. Like I said, there'll be ring toss, cornhole. We set up like disc golf, football toss, throw the football in the ring. Just a bunch of different types of games.
Sure.
Plinko, just little carnival style games.
Now, this is right behind where
The old West Main School was, yeah.
Was.
Then there'll be face painting. The Rock Church usually brings free snow cones and popcorn. We'll set up a beverage station with water and ice in case it's hot. So
Right.
but that's all that's free.
Is this rain or shine?
Rain or shine. I mean, obviously, if there's lightning, there's not much I can do about that.
Right.
But we set it up, and you come and have fun, and everybody seems to enjoy it. I mean, last year we probably had close to 1,000 people.
I was going to say, we went by there and went, oh my God, I can't believe how many people showed up for that.
Oh, it's
kids. And
kids, and then the parents come with them.
Right.
It is. It's really neat, and
And then with the hope of them going into the game.
and most of them do. I mean, most everybody.
Did you fill up the stands last year?
Oh yeah,
Did
it's always a great turnout, and it's neat when because I get in a little bit late after cleaning up, so I'm coming in through the gates, and you can see the home side, and you see all the white.
All the way.
And as I tell people, we want you to buy the shirt, obviously, because the $5 that the shirt costs, all of that $5 goes to the Downtown Coaches Club. So it's a great fundraiser for them. But even if you don't buy a shirt, just wear white, because that's the whole idea, is to make sure everyone's wearing white.
Sure.
So we do fill it up. It is, it's an impressive sight. I know the football players enjoy it. I know all the kids enjoy seeing that many people there. But it's, I like how
you got
it's
this
grown.
idea from Penn State, right?
Yeah. Penn State's done a white. I mean, not necessarily the carnival, but the whiteout.
Right.
They've done the whiteout forever, and
Right.
other schools have copied it. Iowa does a blackout. Ohio State, a lot of times, especially with their night games, they'll do everybody in red.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of schools have done this, but Penn State's known for their whiteout. I mean, they actually do something similar. They have a special whiteout shirt that they all wear, and so it's not just dressed in white. They do a whiteout shirt as well, and they do a different shirt every year. Similar to what we're doing.
Sure.
So yeah, we did kind of copy that idea, but I'm happy with how it's grown every year, and the community's gotten behind it. And what's really exciting is to see the local businesses that have gotten on board to order shirts for their staff. And we've got businesses now that their staff are wearing them all day on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So like just so far, the Conneaut Public Library, and they've done this for a couple years. Everybody at the library will be wearing their whiteout shirts all day Friday. Obviously, my office will be doing it. Port Conneaut Federal Credit Union for the last, I think, 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
They've done this every year. Rainbow Cafe, their staff is doing it. This year, for the first year, Lake Erie Correctional, the office side, obviously the correctional officers can't wear them, but they probably ordered 40 or 50 shirts as a group to get involved. Conneaut Dairy Queen, again this year, he ordered 60 some shirts. So his
Really?
his Dairy Queen's going to be wearing the shirts. And I'm sure there's other businesses that haven't told me yet. Maybe they got 4 or 5 employees and they're all planning it. But anybody else that wants to do this, what I try to do is, if I know your business is going to wear shirts for the day, I'll come around and I'll take pictures on the day of the whiteout, and we'll put it on Facebook, and we'll let everybody know, look at these businesses that are supporting the Spartans and the whiteout. But it's a way to get the whole community spirit, behind this, and so it's not even just at the carnival or at the game. It's an all day.
That's
you know,
great.
all the schools do it. All Gateway and Lakeshore, even though we don't sell the shirts at their buildings, we sell them at the middle school and the high school. We send order forms to Gateway and Lakeshore for the staff to order shirts as well. So I know their staff participate. And then of course the middle school and the high school, we sell them at the cafeteria on Thursday and Friday for the students and the staff.
Okay.
So all of the school buildings are involved. And it, you know, it's neat to see. I mean, we've already sold pre-orders, you know, to these businesses, almost 200 shirts. So that's not even counting the what have come into the office to buy.
Right.
And you know, like I said, as I told you earlier, we've already sold out on a couple of the sizes, some of the youth sizes. So they're, you know, and I don't know how many I'll be able to reorder. So I'm encouraging people, if you want a shirt, come in and get them, because we might not be able to replace some of these.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, but are there other sponsors that you want to mention?
Yes, there are. There's a lot of people that have gotten involved, and I can't mention everybody because there's, I mean, at this point, there's probably 50 or 60.
No kidding.
That, you know, just from the donations alone. But there's a couple that I really want to mention that have really gone above and beyond. Conneaut Medical Center. Every year that we've done this, they put in a sizable order specifically for this event, where this year they're donating several hundred water bottles for us to give out as prizes.
Wow.
So, you know, they always put in a very nice order of prizes for us to give away. So they've done that every year for us. Like I said, Lake Erie Correctional, not only did they do the shirt orders, but they've also, the inmates have made a couple new games for us to debut. So I've seen some pictures, they weren't finished yet, but we're going to have some new games that they've made for us that we're going to have at the event. Conneaut Dairy Queen, of course, with the shirt order, plus he gave us, I'm going to say at least 200 free dilly bars. I mean, he just gave me a stack of dilly bar coupons.
That key
You
to
know,
something else.
last year he just showed up in his van and just handed me a stack of them. I wasn't even expecting it.
Wow.
Obviously the Rock Church, bringing their inflatable slide. Judge DeFranco called me up and said, hey, I'm going to come and help with the game. Now, we don't have the dunk tank, so nobody can dunk him this year, but he's going to probably help with putt-putt or something to that effect. ACMC, last year they brought the dunk tank. This year they're going to help out running a game, and they'll bring some very nice prizes with them as well. Port Conneaut Federal Credit Union, like I said, they were the first business that got involved with the office wearing the shirts. So they've been with us, you know, from day one. Conneaut Savings Bank, every time I've asked for prizes, they're the first business. They drop off prizes before I even ask.
Is that right?
So they're always the first ones to drop off a donation. And a new business this year that's helping out, that people probably haven't heard of before, it's called Claudia's Creations. Claudia Phil is a friend of the family. Most of what she does is through like craft shows and online. She does a lot of, she makes things with recycled materials and things like that. Makes scarves and hats for kids and custom-made dolls, and uses a lot of recycled materials. She's going to run a game. She's going to help with face painting. She's made donations to buy prizes, and she's also donated prizes for this as well. So her business has gotten really involved in trying to find how much she can do, because she's got kids in the school system, and she realizes how important events like this are. So Claudia Phil with her business and her family has gotten really involved in the whiteout. And there's, like I said, the list that I have, and what we always try to do is we get the whole sponsor signs that they use at the golf outings, and we line the side of the street with whole sponsor signs of everyone that helps out.
Yeah.
And if we don't have a whole sponsor sign, we kind of make one up, and we try to list everybody that helps out, so that when you come by, whether you're coming by for the game or for the tailgate party, you see all the community support. It's not just my office or just State Farm. This is a community event.
Did you tell me last year, Chris, or sometime, that you gave away almost 5,000 prizes?
Yeah, last year we had about 5,400 prizes that were donated, and they all went. Yeah, this year we're already up to about 3,000 prizes that are donated, and I just got a call yesterday from Asheville County Head Start. They got a box of prizes. I didn't even solicit them.
How do you get them? I mean, do you have to win them or?
Well, what happens is the kids will come in and, like I said, they'll play putt-putt, okay? And whether they get a hole-in-one or not, we give them a prize. Like maybe
can't lose.
Right, maybe it's a pen, or maybe it's a pencil, or maybe it's a coloring book. It doesn't matter what the prize is.
Right.
The kids just want a prize.
Who did you just mention that donated?
Ashtabula County Head Start.
Yes.
Sure. They called me up. They said, hey, our executive director saw one of your flyers. They wanted us to make sure we sent some stuff over.
Wow.
And so we got 80 frisbees, we got some crayons, we got this, that. We're gonna drop it off next week. So, the word's getting out there, and it's a free event. It's a fun time for people to bring their kids to. And like I said, we hope that you in turn go to the game, enjoy the game. I make sure we went to the Ohio Highway Patrol and we got plastic bags, like the click it or ticket,
Right.
pulled over plastic bags. You're supposed to be like litter bags you keep in your car. We have those bags at the game, at the carnival, so that every kid has a bag to put their prizes in. So when your kids are running around, you don't have to hold all their prizes. Each kid will get a bag, and you can put all those prizes in there to make it easy to carry them around. But I encourage the businesses, when you're making a donation of these prizes, give me something with your business name on it. Give me a pen. Give me a, KeyBank gave us some rulers with their name on it. The water bottles from the hospital. Obviously, they say UH Conneaut Medical Center. Give me something that's branded, because the parents are going to see those. The kids are going to see those. They're going to see that you supported the community. And so, if you want to buy a couple bags of candy and donate the bags of candy, I'll accept those too. But, my point is, we all go to the business expo and we give away, our branded items. We give away our branded items everywhere. So this is another opportunity to give away your branded items in the community. Huntington Bank gave me, 200 of their pens.
Really?
The kids are, everybody needs a pen or a pencil.
Oh, absolutely.
So, the kids don't care what it is they won. They like the idea of getting a prize.
Sure.
And they like to play the game. Whether they win the game or not, they're going to win. They're going to get something. So, if you have 1,000 kids show up or 800 kids show up, you're going to need 5,000 prizes, because they're not going to play one game. They're going to play a lot of games. They're going to, now sure, they're going to jump on the bouncy slide, and they're going to eat the snow cones, and they're going to do the face painting. That's going to take up some time. But they're going to play multiple games, so we need to have a lot of prizes. And like I said, we're at about 3,000 prizes right now, but I know we've got some more donations coming in. And if anybody out there wants to make another donation, we'll accept them up to the day of the event.
Sure.
And it's a great cause. It's a fun time. The kids enjoy it. The high school sends students over to help run the games. If anybody wants to help run a game, we have a lot of businesses that do that. They come and say, whether they have their own game or not, they'll say, well, I don't have a game, but we'll run one. We set up a game. You come run a game. We'll give you the prizes to give away, and it's a nice way to promote your business while you're there.
I did see the weather forecast this morning, and it looks like next Friday is going to be a nice evening for football.
Good.
72 degrees, and it's going to be a nice day. So, just so it doesn't rain.
Yeah.
We don't want a wet day.
Yeah, and 72 is perfect because we don't have to worry about the heat.
It's football.
But we'll have water, ice.
Right.
So we won't have to worry about the heat stroke. I did bring a shirt that I can hold up and show people so they know what they're buying here. So this is the front. It's got the new Conneaut Spartan logo on it. I'll show it to you too.
Yeah.
I brought a youth size, so this might not fit you. It might be a little snug. And then the back shows white out and the year. We try to do a different design every year. The idea behind that is, if you want to wear an old one, that's fine. Like I said, if you're not able to buy a new one, just wear something white. But I know some people like to collect them. So we do a different design every year, so that if you do want to support this, you don't get stuck buying the same shirt. So we do a different design every year, try to make it look different, which gets a little challenging. I try to remember what we did.
I know I have a collection in my closet from over the years, and I save them because they're great shirts. You can wear them all year long, and they're neat. They're really neat. So get behind this program. I think it's fantastic, Chris. It really is wonderful.
It's a lot of fun. I know the kids enjoy it. I know the football team looks forward to it. The Downtown Coaches Club obviously appreciates it. and they, you know, I started off to say, this is something you guys don't have to do. Let me just do it and take care of it. But now they're involved. They go to the school and they sell the shirts at the middle school and the high school. They take care of that for me. They help out, you know,
it's gotten so big you have to delegate.
Yeah, they help get businesses, you know.
How much do you figure you can raise for a downtown coach?
Well, last year I think we raised about $3,300.
Did you really?
So I mean, you figure, you know, $5 a shirt times however many shirts.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the only income you really get from this.
Right, because everything else is free.
Everything else is free.
Yeah, so I mean, the shirt sale is obviously important, you know, but my hope is we sell all the shirts out before the carnival, because then my staff doesn't have to sell shirts at the carnival. They can help run games.
That's true.
But usually,
to work somewhere else.
Yeah, usually we will set up a booth. If we have to still sell shirts at the carnival, we will, or even if we have to sell them at the gate, you know, right before the game, we will. But you know, the last 2 years, by the time kickoff started, the shirts were sold out. So
it's an amazing event, and if you haven't checked it out, you got to experience it, because it really, really is a fun day all day long. It's not just for that evening; it's for all day long. Right. And so get involved and help out a good cause here.
And if you want to help set up, come.
Oh yeah, I always use volunteers. Yeah.
Love to have you help set up too.
Now, Chris will be back on Wednesday.
Yep.
Wednesday morning to give us updates, and things will change between now and next Wednesday as we move along. He probably will have more prizes by then to talk about and different things. And if you want to get involved with this, just get a hold of Chris. Yep. And what's your phone number?
Give me a call at the office. It's 593-1191, or just stop in. We're at the old News Herald building at 256 Liberty Street. Make sure you stop in, buy yourself a shirt. Or whatever you want to do.
Good morning, you're on the air.
Hi, Pat, Chris. I was just wondering, can you get those shirts for the adults from the football players?
The football players aren't selling them. We have them at my office. So if you want to get a shirt, we have the youth. We have from youth small right now to adult 3XL available at my office.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Good question. Thank you.
Pat, gonna miss you.
Oh, thanks, I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Chris, we want to wish you well. We will see you back here on Wednesday.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll have some more fun that day.